If you missed our first episode, we're pondering some excellent political advice from Methodism's founder, John Wesley. In one of his journal entries, he recommends people, 1. Vote without fee or reward for the person they judged most worthy. 2. Speak no evil of the person they voted against. And 3. Take care that their spirits were not sharpened against those who voted on the other side. Even though these directives are over 200 years old now, they still work. When people adhere to them anyway. All too often we don't, especially that second rule. I don't know about you, but I've met countless folks who live by the old adage that sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never harm me. Well, that's a lie, isn't it? Angry words do hurt. When they are used against us, they are among the most painful things a person can experience. Words shape lives more than any other force. They inspire and reinforce reality. And once they are out in the open, they are so hard to take back. Someone once told me that trying to take back an insult was like trying to put toothpaste back in the tube once it's been squeezed with a vice. Can you imagine if that was true of the political arena right now? If angry words were toothpaste being sprayed out? How much paste would be out there? Oh, it's everywhere! Toothpaste all over! Never going to drink orange juice again! Ah! All joking aside, when negative words come out as often as they do in modern politics, they cause immense harm. Dialogue, cooperation, all the things that are required to make a democracy work become impossible. Evil words are flowing freely, and for better or for worse, people of faith on all sides of the political spectrum are contributing to the fray. But what if people decided to take a different route this election? Engaging in politics and voting can be an act of community and hope, as we learned last time. So what would happen if we added in Wesley's second adage to not speak evil to others into this equation? Speaking well certainly helped Wesley back in the day. If there was one thing John Wesley knew how to do, it was to use encouraging words to bring people together. Early Methodist societies were very diverse places. Wealthy participants would often sit side by side with the poorest people in town. Merchants would be in the same small group as tin miners or tradesmen. Women contributed equally, and lay people were utilized just as much as ordained preachers. So many differences were overcome in the early Methodist system. All because John Wesley used words and actions that brought people together instead of driving them further apart. Like this quote from one of his messages, where Wesley said, "Though we cannot think alike, may we not love alike? May we not be of one heart, though we are not of one opinion? Without all doubt we may. Herein all the children of God may unite, notwithstanding these small differences." Wesley's work is living proof of the power of good speech. In the book of Ephesians, the Apostle Paul takes a similar approach. Many scholars call this part of the Bible the letter of unity because of how readily Paul tells people to get past their differences and to live as one. As a single group made up of many different entities, Paul argues that the church, or any organization really, relies on one thing to stay together. That being truthful, positive communication. It's what helps members trust one another. Good words form deep relationships, encourage cooperation, and focus people on common goals. Paul outlines how we can speak in this manner in chapter 4, verse 29. Don't use foul or abusive language, he writes there. Let everything you say be good and helpful, so your words will be an encouragement to those who hear them. The Greek word for foul in that verse can also mean rotten or toxic, which we see a lot of right now. What are some of the foul, abusive, and toxic language that you're seeing? What sort of examples have been out there in the election? Name-calling, lies, gossip, slander, those ads where a deep-voiced narrator comes on and says, "Here's something the opposition party is doing." Maybe I can get a job in voiceover work if this ministry thing doesn't work out. Outside the political realm, where do you hear evil words around your household or job? That time Dad hammered his finger instead of a nail? Ow! That definitely qualifies. When there's a fight between brothers and sisters, harsh words flow like toothpaste. Anytime a network censor has to out a word, you know it's a bad one. Folks, you know what evil speech is. You know where and how you use it. Now, how can you learn to speak no evil? Well, you have to build up to it. You could start by not posting those nasty comments about the opposition on the internet. Every TV has a remote control, so you could easily change the channel or mute those commercials and attack ads when they come on. I know it's hard. For some of us, it's going to take all of our willpower and prayer and self-control to stop speaking evil. Sometimes the best you're going to be able to do is not to say anything at all. But friends, that is a great start. Make that a goal this week. Try to go one whole day without saying something bad about someone else. Then build up from there. Speak positively. See if you can channel your inner Paul or John Wesley by engaging in good, positive speech. Is there something you like in the competition's platform? Why don't you make light of it? If you see a personality trait that's admirable in a candidate, even if it's the one you're not going to vote for, compliment them. Friends, when you say things like this, not only does it help open people to your point of view, it creates a bridge, a relationship, a connection you can use to work together. So will this approach cause universal harmony? Will good speaking cause all our problems, governmental and otherwise, to go away? No, the political left and right wings will never touch. And I personally think it should stay that way. It's good for our leaders to have the multiple perspectives that our system provides. Good communication, though, is essential. It allows those perspectives to be shared, compromises to be made, and progress to be achieved. It's this way from our national government all the way down to your household. We need the benefits that good communication provides, folks. As people of faith or people trying to create a positive change around us, our job isn't to convince others we're right. Our job is to love them. We can do that by following Wesley's second rule. So let's do that by speaking no evil.